Welcome back to the channel. So real estate agents, in this video, I'm gonna give you some of the pros and the cons of Zillow. So many agents will tell you night and day that they love Zillow, they make money every single month with Zillow, and some agents are even spending thousands, if not tens of thousands of dollars per month on Zillow leads, and they're having massive success with it. While other agents will tell you that they can't stand Zillow, they've invested, they've tried it, they lost money, and they think it's a totally bad investment. Well, in this video, I'm gonna go through the pros and cons, and I'm someone that has spent thousands of dollars and continue to spend thousands of dollars on leads every month as a real estate team leader. So I've had personal experience with it, and I'm gonna give you my unbiased view of Zillow. I'm gonna give you some pros and cons based off my own personal experiences. All right, so let's dive into some of the cons of Zillow. So there's a couple I have listed here. The very first one, I use Zillow to kind of kickstart my real estate business. When I first got started as an agent, I was knocking on doors. I was doing all kinds of things. I was circle prospecting, and I never really caught traction. And I'm like, how do I make this work? And I started to buy Zillow leads. And shortly after, I started to, convert some of those leads and make money. So as a new real estate agent, you can use Zillow as kind of like sparks, like kindle wood to the fire to actually light the fire in your real estate career. And then eventually, when you have enough, good client experiences, you can then start getting referrals from those people. But right off the rip, if you don't have a huge database, some agents do use Zillow to kickstart their career. So that's one thing that a lot of agents do. The negative to that, if you try to do that with Zillow, and that's what I experienced right off the bat, is a lot of agents' success on Zillow has to do with their Zillow profile and their Zillow reputation. And if you're a brand new real estate agent, you might not have that big stack of 5-star reviews. And if you're going up against other real estate teams in the search bar and consumers are searching you and deciding what agent they want to pick to show them that property, you might get beat and your advertising dollars might not go as far as someone who, say, has 100 or 75 reviews on the Zillow profile. So that's one thing to definitely look into. If you're going to be on Zillow, if you're going to spend money on Zillow, make sure you build a really strong Zillow profile with 5-star reviews, and make sure you have a couple sales and start building that thing up over time, because it will pay off. Especially if you're going to put money into this, make sure that you build that profile up. The second thing is, a lot of people burn money on Zillow. So Zillow is one of those things where a lot of people make money and a lot of people lose a lot of money, because what happens is, as a new real estate agent, a lot of agents don't follow up on time. So if a lead comes through and you don't follow up, it's just gonna go to somebody else. Because the way Zillow is doing things now is they'll actually connect with a local real estate team, and if that person doesn't pick up the phone, then they drop the call and they go to the next person in line. So if you don't have good speed to lead, I would not invest in Zillow, because the leads are expensive. And if you don't handle them the right way, you're gonna lose a lot of money. Number 3 kind of ties into that, and that's high cost. So Zillow leads are extremely expensive. They're one of the most premium, big dollar leads in real estate right now. Some of these markets are commanding hundreds of dollars per month, if not thousands or tens of thousands for these leads. So a lot of Zillow leads, you're gonna see $50, $75, $125 per lead. Yes, that's one lead. And I'm not saying customers. These are not like, $125 per closing. I wish that was the case, because I would buy them like crazy. This is one lead. This is one person that picks up the phone and says, yes, I might want to talk to a real estate agent. You're paying up to sometimes $125, $150, depending on the market. Now, again, if you buy enough of them, you will convert, and if you do the math right, you probably will make a profit and an ROI. But as a new agent, this might not be the best idea, especially if you don't have a huge marketing budget. All right, so enough with all the negative. You probably hear negative things every single day on the news and online. So let's dive into some of the positive things about Zillow and some of the things that might help you kickstart your career, or if you're already seasoned, things that might actually help increase your ROI and help you make more money this year. So the very first thing, a lot of agents don't like making cold calls. they're uncomfortable with it, even though, cold calling is some of the most profitable activity that you can do in your real estate career. And I'm all about cold calling. That is how you make massive amounts of money in real estate. That's the whole game. But if you're totally against cold calling and you want to, have some kind of a supplemental lead source that doesn't require you to cold call, someone that actually, talk to them, they actually reached out to you first, so it's a much easier conversation, especially for new real estate agents. You don't have to do that with Zillow leads. The lead comes into you. A lot of times it's a live transfer. You have a Zillow representative on the other line saying, hey, Mr. Buyer, I have an agent on the phone that's going to give you details about a property, and you just talk. It's a flow conversation. Obviously, there's a way to handle that conversation so it turns into a buyer client and not just a wasted conversation. But you don't have to cold call with Zillow leads. These are inbound warm leads, usually people that are very serious about buying or selling real estate. Number 2, as a real estate agent, especially a new real estate agent, you probably want some fast closings. In my experience, we buy a lot of different lead sources. We have all kinds of leads that come in. We have Facebook leads. We have other, IDX platform leads that come in. We also have Zillow leads that come in. And what I can tell you, my personal experience with Zillow leads is they're a faster closing window. They're a quicker lead to close. A lot of the people that contact us from Zillow have intentions of buying a property in the next 60 to 90 days. This is a really fast turn time. Where what I'm seeing with a lot of our Facebook leads, they're 3, 6, 9 months out. So it takes a lot more nurturing to get that lead to the finish line versus something like a Zillow lead, which can give you some quick cash flow if you play it right. Lastly, let's talk about the lead quality. So you can buy leads online from many different companies and many different lead providers. You can actually even run your own ads and create your own leads, which is great. But with Zillow leads, although they are very expensive, oftentimes they're a really high quality lead. A lot of our Facebook buyers, a lot of times they'll actually come on and say, hey, I was just looking at pictures online. I clicked, your advertisement came through my news feed. I clicked on it and I just want to look at photos. Well, you can nurture a relationship and hopefully they send you future business, but that's not the same thing as someone that's on a specific real estate IDX website searching for homes for sale. That person's much more likely to, pull the trigger and close on a property. So Zillow leads, although they are expensive, they're oftentimes very good, very high quality leads. All right, so I hope you enjoyed this video. If you like this video, definitely hit that like button and subscribe. I really appreciate it. And I hope this video kind of helps you gauge if Zillow leads are a right fit for you and your business. So again, this is not the right fit for everybody, but it could be a good fit for you. It could be a good way to supplement your income. But at the end of the day, if you're looking for really low cost leads, the best thing in my opinion, from what I've found so far, is getting on the phone and building real relationships with homeowners. But again, this could be something really great to give you an ROI, and it could be something that you want to add to your business to help boost your net profit. Thanks again for watching. You have an awesome day.